I'm a Brewfessional.
I'm a Brewfessional.
She's a Brewfessional.
And she's a Brewfessional.
Script game impeccable.
Them script game impeccable.
Them yacht fun so.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
Big Brewfessionals.
Get out your book, Shaq, buddy.
Yeah.
You back.
You back.
You back, and we appreciate you coming back, man, to the brew spot. Hey, well, it's all esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to
Man,
YAHUAH.
all esteem to YAHUAH.
All
Welcome
esteem.
back to the brew spot. I'm your host. It's your favorite doc, beloved YAHUAH.
It's your favorite art. And on your co-host, Script Flair. Woo! Woo! A 613 splitters. All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH. And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH. And man, two muscles up, two muscles up. Y'all already know the slogan around here, man. Two muscles up. We at YV Studios, the real TVS.
Ooh.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Tour Broadcasting Systems, man. Shout out to the Wave 613.
Shout out.
Wave Lifeguard always on duty.
Ooh.
Shout out to 613 Splash.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? .com that thing. Make sure you dive in. More than a splash, so you gotta make sure the dive sloppy when you go there. You know what I'm saying? That's make sure you splash a cannonball splash over there, man. Make sure you go check out the site, man. Go see what we got over there. And then we got mindcultureforever.com for all the righteous music needs. If you gotta catch up, you need to go to Mind Culture Forever right there and catch up. You know what I'm saying? Before you start hitting that YouTube, it's a barrage of things on there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, crates of music.
Big old facts. So y'all already know it's back. It's always back to work with us. You know what I'm saying? And always because the devil stay busy, and we have to make sure that we busier. That's what I'm saying. So if he on 9 neck, we have to make sure it says that he will bruise the heels. And we will bruise his head.
Facts.
So if we ain't putting that pressure on his head, if we ain't on his head, we ain't it. We ain't putting no pressure on him, because he supposed to put some pressure on our heels.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So he supposed to put a little pep in your step. That's what he designed to do. Put a little pep in your step.
Just the heels.
Yeah, but that pep gonna end up being a stomp. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Oh.
What was that?
Oh.
Which brings us to the subject matter today about snakes and those people with those type of qualities that don't trust our enemy.
Sheesh.
So we're gonna do a little chop up, little talk up about not trusting your enemy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And we definitely coming from the one and only manual. You know, so the one and only manual. Did you know they made books other than the Bible?
They do?
Shoot, I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. I've been in the script so long. I forgot they made
Other than the KJV?
Other than the KJV, bro. I forgot.
Oh man.
Yeah, I forgot.
Where you find those? Oh no.
Somebody's like. So we gonna do a little bit on the manual, coming from the manual about not trusting your enemy. So we gonna pass out to a couple of tunes, and then we'll be back with the first segment. You already know.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
Connect though. It's your favorite art. Yeah. Yeah. These devils just wasting their time. It's straight to the kingdom, no cutback. NC hammer this time. I'm too legit, can't touch me. I know. I am the bruisable suspect. NC hammer this time. I'm too legit, can't touch me. Lost my ones, had to find them facts. Had my eyes on the money, I was in Iraq. Did a couple things which I could take back. YAHUAH showed mercy, people never did that. I make an impression, I'm barely impressed. 613 way, doing my best. Keep a clean house, giving nothing to a pest. Quit it with the hard breath, get it off your chest. YAHUAH gave a rest day, never said an off day. I'ma keep working his hobby brother all day. Why they keep playing with a brew? Throw a 5 ball Super Saiyan with the brew. Never owe a man, I'm on time when it's due. Only owe YAHUAH that is balanced for a brew. Planted me a seed and it grew. Got me a wife that can will me a stew. On my lamb that ain't all she can do. Follow these laws and commandments too. The devil can't stand me, ooh. They know I put YAHUAH in everything I do. None of these dogs could've stringed this shoe. He point out the path, I put on the boots. He hold out the bag, I pour in the fruits. No need to ask, I know what to do. No need to brag, they see what you do. They do. Hey, now I'm on the move. I'm on the 1 ton, I never lose. I don't want no crumbs, we are the Jews. They hit the info, he left the clues. We got the news. Took out my Jim Crow, put on the laws. I had to bow first, I had to crawl. Yeah, threw out the cross. Picked up my culture and I met the boss. Throughout my world things, I dropped them off. I got the good thing, I locked the vault. I did. It's that juice my thought. I took the high road but didn't go north. I know the good steps don't make them raw. Just cause they don't know, don't make them false. These devils just wasting their time. It's straight to the kingdom, no cutback. NC hammer this time. Until legit can't touch it. I know, I am the bruisable suspect. NC hammer this time. Until legit can't touch it.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your host. It's your favorite beloved YAHUAH.
It's your favorite
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish. And it's your co-host, Script Flair. Woo! Woo! 613 Split It Ash. All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
And you back. Welcome back. Y'all already know, man. I'm gonna give a shout out to the conglomerate. You feel me? Under the Urban Service umbrella, you feel me? Okay. So y'all already know, man. I don't waste no time at all because I know y'all want that smoke. You feel me? So I'm gonna jump straight into it, man. Today we talking about do not trust your enemies.
That's right.
Okay. So I'm gonna jump straight into the definition of trust, and then I'm gonna jump into the definition of enemy. Okay, so trust is firm belief in the reliability of truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. Okay, so your enemy is a person who is actively opposed or hostile to someone or something, a hostile nation, or its armed forces or citizens, especially in a time of war. Okay, a thing that harms or weakens something else. Routine is the enemy of art. Okay. So, I'm going to come straight out with a script. Okay, I'm going to go to 2 Corinthians 11, 13, and 14. And that's, for such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of YAHUAH. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Okay?
That's right.
So, you got to be really careful out here when you're dealing with your enemy. You have to know what your enemy look like. You got to know what he talk like. Because some people think he gonna come like loud. You feel me? Your enemy gonna come real smooth, like a snake, just like the script say.
That's right.
So you gotta be able to notice that this is your enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you know, they moving off the physical things and not the spiritual things.
Absolutely.
So you always should check the spirit. You feel me?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying, big guy?
That's right. Because you look at the like when you got the color boundary.
Right.
And you looking at people take it there and say, this your enemy, when you got to think about who got the hand in his back.
Okay.
Because somebody actually sent him over here.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Originally, it was somebody else over here, and then they went back and sent the worst of their people back to govern these people.
Right.
So it started off experimental. So who put him on the mission? So if you saying that he the enemy, no, it's somebody bigger than him.
Facts.
Actually, he upon himself.
He just knew he was a savage.
That's right, because today, don't he still take money?
Yeah.
He still take money just like you. He still take to pay bills, do rent, everything like you. So guess what? They got him on the same rope as you.
Facts.
If you don't do this, I'm gonna take this from you. If you don't do this, I'm gonna keep you away from this. So it's a bigger beast than even him. You know what I'm saying? Because when you see this beast, like you can go, like people say, well, America, we will take right here. Well, you go down to Mexico, Spaniards will whipping them.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? You go to Africa, black Africans whipping Negroes.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You go to Chinese people doing it. So you look like, so if you think your enemy, they have, as you said, taken crafty counsel to take your name out of the earth.
Facts.
All these nations do not counsel nobody out.
Facts.
If you're going to blame one, you got to blame them all.
Face up.
Because literally it says that a person who is actively opposed. So right now, who is actively with you? When you say Black Lives Matter, them folks say all lives matter.
Facts.
So somebody actively opposing you.
Bullet.
Somebody actively opposing you right now. They like, well, why they got to have it in the, we got to show them special privileges.
Facts.
So now that shows you that the Chinese man didn't stand up for you and say, yeah, man, Black lives do matter. The Arab man didn't stand up for you and say, you right, man, Black lives do matter. No. It wasn't just the particular white man,
right,
who they try to make it seem is the only one who says all lives matter. They even put in there cop lives matter.
Facts.
Everything matters now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They got a whole
thought lives matter. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but this is real life. These are real life quotes. Yeah, saying that people really got in there all because we said our lives matter off of a real situation though.
That's a fact.
They came. So somebody taunted you, your campaign. Mm-hmm. So we don't care about them dying in the street. Our lives matter too. You see that, or hostile to someone.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? When you walk into a Chinese store, do they greet you and say, "Come on in, man. Take your time. Shop." Hey, it's yours. Treat it as yours.
Hurry up and buy.
Hurry up and buy. When the Arab man see you walking up, he turn his cameras on. He looking from the back like this.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You walk into these people restaurant, they be wanting to spit in your food. Mm-hmm. Why he so hostile towards you?
Right.
That's not your friend. Right. See, we'll still go be patrons at their establishments. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We'll still go shop and do things with them. They're more hostile towards us than we are towards each other. Your brother don't know you, but yeah, if you act up in there, you know what I'm saying? He gonna act up too. So he didn't start off as your enemy. He didn't wake up that morning and say, you know what? I'm mad at Holmes across the way right there. So I'm going to go do that to him. It took something to offend him. Right. And then he came over there and did that. You can't say that's your enemy when you've been over there oppressing them and then they attack back.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's not your enemy. See, it literally said they're a hostile nation or its armed forces. What Negro you know got an armed forces?
None.
I know you ain't talking about them gangbangers out there with them little rocks and sticks. Cause them little guns that they got are them rocks and sticks compared to what these boy got.
Facts.
And they have no tactics. When them black vans pull up, oh man, things drop in 1.1.
Fact, they on point too.
Headshots. That's you know what I'm saying? Nobody's playing with you. Fact. See, so we playing with people who are doing this every day. They in their tactical gear every day. They train to lay people down every day.
That's a fact.
You wake up in the morning with that pistol on your waist because you scared. You feel what I'm saying? Because you out there stingy. With the people so hungry, you run around with a bag full of money, right? They're going to eat you up. They shouldn't do it, of course. But you know our people, you know our communities don't have the moral uprightness it need. But why you think that is? That ain't your enemy. That's because you won't pick up the paper. You know what I'm saying? You won't take care of your children. Mm-hmm. A man have 10 babies on this side, run away and go on this side to create a whole new life.
Right.
But on this side, you got these young brothers growing up, no father in the midst of all this confusion, and then you wonder why they don't have no heart and don't feel anything about the elders.
Right.
The first elder brother he knew left him. The one who was supposed to care the most about him. So it's bigger. It's much we have to do to prove to them.
Facts.
Because bro, what's after your dad walk out your life and don't care about you? or your mom walk out your life and don't care about you, what's after that?
Trap videos.
What? That boy damaged.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So the enemy is who's separating you away, who keep this system. It says due to the hardships and the hard strait, the man would leave his family, bro, because he can't take care of them. Due to the straightness, the hardness of this captivity. That don't mean that gives him a excuse, but it told him. Being hostile towards your brother gonna end up leaving you with nobody around.
Fair.
And it's gonna be hard for you, son. Feel what I'm saying? So you start seeing these things come into play, but all of it is being put in play by your enemy. You think that we were the only ones that they shipped all over, moved all over the place, separated us from our family? No, this happened on all four corners. All four corners. We all endured the same things. That's what we have in common. That's how you know we're all the people. It said if you are wondering, at neither wonder or sign, these curses shall be on these generations forever. If it wasn't for these curses, we wouldn't know who the Israelites were.
Right.
Because everybody could say, I'm with the Most High, but it's who's getting punished. I chastise who I love. If you ain't being whipped, if you got a Versace stove, a Phil's, a dish, and a dish,
you ain't it.
You ain't it, man. You ain't the Most High people, and and it's about time for them to start getting a little lashing for dealing with the people like this.
Facts.
So
Big facts.
The enemy is being revealed to us, right? Even through definition, he told you, I'm your enemy.
Right.
I'm your enemy.
He did say these nations.
These nations, armed forces or citizens, especially in a time of war. So people don't think they in a time of war. Boy, America been in a time of war since they snatched you. They been in war with the Most High. When them people took you from you, they've been at war with the Most High ever since. Oh yeah, but we chose to go with this.
Right.
We wanted this. Now we don't want it no more. But we're gonna have to do our time. You feel what I'm saying?
Fact.
With our old lovely enemy, the one we so love to kick it with.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be it, man. You know what I'm saying? So we really gonna, on the next segment, we gonna, from the worldly perspective, YAHUAH perspective, we gonna really bust it down a little more. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Yeah. I bet you won't. I thought you wasn't no gambler, man. You fit? Yeah. If you're mad, bro, I bet you won't brew some. Yeah. If you're mad, sis, I bet you won't brew some. Yeah. If I'm talking that talk, I'ma brew some. Yeah, you know I'm gonna brew something, buddy. I ain't worried about the world, they ain't brewing that. If you're mad, bro, I bet you won't brew some. Hey, brew some. Yeah. If you're mad, sis, I bet you won't brew some. I bet you won't. Yeah, I bet you won't. If I'm talking that talk, I'ma brew some. Yeah, I bet I'm gonna brew some. I ain't worried about the world, I'ma brew some. Know the builder, how you think I got the blueprint? Only do the whole dollar, keep it 2 cents. Gates well laying down up a new fence. People say a brother changed cause I got sense. Tied the tool to my heart, never drop wrench. Brewtronic took many hands to start this. YAHUAH got my AKA Mr. Pull Up. Baby said she liked the wood when it pulled up. She really gave the answer when I crossed over. No AIs here, living souls only. Bare face with the righteous with the scripts out. Hands up to YAHUAH, drop the imps now. Sure steps in the dark world, be a light. I'm a walker with conviction, gotta get it right. Still calling me a bomb, well I'm dynamite. Beast can't be the god, this is not a fight. Yeah, I keep the whole law, couple butts down. Just finished me a man of special just now. Wanna learn how to brew, gotta study up. You would really miss the point trying to study us. I got everything I know from the big five. God size, but I'm sinner with the big guys. You know I keep the oil hot, summer fish fries. I'ma hold this tent down like some zip ties. If you're mad, bro, I bet you won't brew some. Yeah. If you're mad, sis, I bet you won't brew some. Yeah. If I'm talking that talk, I'ma brew some. Yeah, you know I'm gonna brew something, buddy. I ain't worried about the world, they ain't brewing that. If you're mad, bro, I bet you won't brew some. Hey, brew some. Yeah. If you're mad, sis, I bet you won't brew some. I bet you won't. Yeah, I bet you won't. If I'm talking that talk, I'ma brew some. Yeah, I bet I'm gonna brew some. I ain't worried about the world, I'ma brew some. Yeah. Yeah. I ain't worried about the world, I'ma brew some. Yeah. Yeah. I ain't worried about the world, I'ma brew some.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
And I'm your host. It's your favorite.
It's your favorite. And on your co-host Script Flow, woo, a 613 splitting ash. All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
And all your co-host, Mish Pat. Burn them up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
Welcome back to the brew spot. And I'd like to give a shout out to the urban servants
Oh yeah, man.
and the whole umbrella of the urban servants. So we can go ahead and get right into it too. We in this second segment.
Brother.
We in the second segment where I'm going to speaking on the world perspective versus YAHUAH's perspective.
Right.
And the topic that we're speaking on today is don't trust the enemy. So in the world, your enemy will be more willing to get you to try to trust him. Like your enemy is going to try to make it seem like he has a trusting hand towards you. But with YAHUAH, he say don't trust your enemy and don't forget the things that he does to you or the things that he did to you.
Facts.
Because if he was to forget, he going to always be able to bite you in that same type of way.
Facts.
But if you go to trusting him, yeah, that's what happens if you go to trusting him. But if you take YAHUAH advice and don't trust him, you can see all his moves and stay well guarded from it.
That's right.
Stay well guarded
That's right.
from it.
And that's a strong point. And
Right.
another point is you'll be able to see how he treat you.
Right.
Facts.
Hey, keep your eyes on his actions.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you calling me a devil, look what he doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't you who dump poison in lakes and stuff. Who don't do that?
Facts.
So where that coming from?
Hey, fact. He never made a toxic chemical. He don't make bombs. He don't do none of that. Nowhere in Torah do he teach us how to put together bombs and all that stuff.
Sheesh.
Folk had a
Bullet.
Get the shovel back on the thing. Man, them boy leave them things everywhere.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the ox, you was an owner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When it was time for us to go into battle, but hey, get into battle array, but that was unheard of when we was at peace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But boy, trust me, in that wilderness, you see, he built up an army. Oh, we got the warrior spirit within us.
Mm-hmm.
But see, we battling the wrong ones.
Right.
We spend time battling the one who, you know what I'm saying, has nothing to do with the thing that causes you harm or weakens you.
Right.
Which is the definition of an enemy.
Facts.
I can't weaken you or, do that right there. Now, I can cause you harm. You know what I'm saying? But you see what we do while we on the things that we on. You feel what I'm saying? Now, what we do is we'll say, the tares and the wheat are in the midst of each other. We'll be like, man, little what's it call him over there acting crazy?
Mm-hmm.
He done went wild out here. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He goes to another extreme, and then you got one, he pretty reserved and humble. So it gives you that Esau and Jacob perspective right there. You can see it in the community all day.
It's spiritual.
That's right. It's very much so spiritual.
Right.
You see one who's so in love with the earth, can't let go of the earth. He feels that, man, I can't just let it go for this.
Facts.
So literally, like, you see who is truly their father. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what makes a person your enemy when they actually start to take sides with your enemy. Now they clearly an enemy.
Facts.
Because they're gonna perform the same deeds as their master.
Right.
Feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
It wouldn't be safe or wouldn't be wise for you to hang around people who would do harm to your life. So Yahuwah is trying to give us the the tools or set us up or properly form us to see these things and be able to recognize them by their actions.
Facts.
Not by words, because they can say anything. But it's talking about when they say don't trust them, or you see the little rust. The first action you see, you got to believe it.
Right.
That's a little rust. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That is so his wickedness. So it's comparing the rust to the wicked, to his wickedness. So when you see the wickedness, you got to say, okay, that's in him. You can't just sit there and ignore it, because if you ignore it, that's when he's going to turn around and bite you. Because you're going to allow that, you're going to forget about the rest. Feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You're going to begin to get into more of the, man, he ain't nothing, man. That what them folks here, and it's just going on right up. But see, with your enemy, he's sitting at your table, sit at your table and plot against you.
Fair.
Because it's saying that when he sit beside you, he'll even humble himself. He'll even humble himself. He'll stay down, come pretend, do all that stuff with you. Humble himself.
Fair.
For he can strike at the right moment. That's an enemy. You know what I'm saying? Now, see, an enemy would see, how could your enemy be somebody who at the same level as you? Oh, right there, we can't be. You can't be my enemy. You feel what I'm saying? Because the things that I'm looking at, I cannot be envious of you. I wouldn't humble myself to you. If me and you both low to the floor and can't do nothing, I can't humble myself to you.
Right.
Because you can't take me nowhere. You can't show me nothing. So why would I humble my ear or give you the pleasure of showing me anything when you can't get out your condition? So it would have to be somebody a bit more. So they knew that we were higher than them, because it tells us in the manuscript it always been that in the earth.
Right.
So they sit at your table. They sat at our table, broke bread with us, intermarried with us, did all type of things that Yahuwah told them. He made things very clear to him. He made things very clear to us, because in our law it already tells us, man, stay away.
Facts.
Lest when you get with them, they turn you aside from serving yours. Guess what these people will say? Yahuwah came in the earth and told them first. No, he didn't. It was some loud Negro who took it, who brought it there, and did not bring it to his people.
Facts. That's a fact.
Yahushua did not come and give the name to no foreigner first.
Bullet.
He said, I only come for the lost tribes of Israel, the lost 12. The 12 tribes of Israel, the lost sheep. So if out his mouth he said that,
Facts.
you cannot just write yourself in or create some set apart race that was never ever mentioned.
Right.
That's called adding, and that gets you written out of the book of life.
Facts.
You have to accept it the way it is.
Facts.
And see, that's what your enemy can't do. He can't accept it. That's why he's trying to go to space. He's trying to find Atlantis. He's trying to find a cave. He's trying to find a hole to crawl up under.
Facts.
Because he know he done messed up. He know he done messed up. You see how everybody in panic, and them folks running, it just seem like they always know which way to go? Facts. That's right. That's what they did. They convinced you. They convinced you to run right into that fire. That's what they do to us. To run right into that fire.
Facts.
We trust them. Come in this hospital. That's a fire. Oof. Yahuwah say, I heal you 100%. You turn from your ways and do what I say, I heal you. You'll never be sick. We don't turn to him and come to his hospital and just turn away from our ways. Now that's the remedy.
Facts.
For the symptoms. and for the sickness we've been diagnosed with. He gave us a remedy. But we'll go to the doctor and take his because we feel it's quicker. And it's a physical pill you popping. He like, no. If you needed anything made for man, I would have said that. On the 6th day, Yahuwah did that work, and on the 7th, he rested and he sat back and he said, "It is good." I ain't see no pharmaceutical company mentioned. I ain't see no doctors mentioned. I ain't see him make nobody in those offices.
Bullet.
So you gotta show me since the beginning. Only a doctor was only needed when we start breaking them laws. That's the only way a man need a doctor.
That's right.
Get what he says to the whoremonger. If you do got an irregular discharge, it's cause you nasty. You have committed a sexual immorality. Right. You shall be unclean 7 days. Everything that you sit on, touch, lay on, whatever you do, sneeze on, handshake, whatever, it's gonna be unclean with you to the evening. Right. You shall launder your clothes and everything that you touch, and on top of that, bro, you gotta wash your body. Yeah. And at the end of at the 8th day, you shall incorporate yourself back into the people. Now 7 days should have gave you a lot of time to think. While you were doing all that irregular dripping.
Sheesh.
And that burning.
Fair.
Now see, think about that. But if it would have caught you in your act, it would have been the whole body burning.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
So you know what I'm saying? Nobody is saying that, hey man, you should rather take this and that. No, we saying that you should rather not take any of that. You should actually just stay away from that so you don't have to do that and just go on your way. Mm-hmm. Just move back, abstain from the sin.
Facts.
That's right. Just get away from it. Mm-hmm. So did we need a doctor to tell us that? No, the Torah did. It said you nasty. And when you're nasty, you need a timeout for 7 days. You need a nasty timeout.
A nasty timeout.
To reevaluate yourself.
A nasty timeout.
You need a nasty timeout. You nasty. But see, a person to go take a powder, you don't know what that do to you.
Sheesh.
And now sisters wondering why they barren and all this other stuff going on. That's what that stuff was created to do to you.
Make you infertile.
That's right. Knock you off. They knew promiscuity would make the Most High mad at you. They knew that. That's why they said, live with liberty. Here goes some contraceptives while you at it. Be fruitful and multiply. He said.
Sheesh.
Yeah, he said, be fruitful and multiply, but get a wife.
Bullet.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
Get a wife.
Yeah. Oh. It's your favorite eye. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Got YAHUAH on my mind, all I think so. Cash, statues, and commandments, that's my bank, bro. Spin it wise, top of the line, this, that, up there. When all in my body and blue in my mind, it got me up there. They act like YAHUAH ain't doing this thing, I push on the pedal a little harder. They thinking the brother born in San Diego, cause I see offenses, I charge. Me and my brother burn them up, really brothers really rode on the model. We did. We tread on the tongues and nations in multitude. That's how we walking on water. I keep the sheep safe, now I mean plant-based. Why would I lead to the slaughter? I would've handing out the showbread, thought it was a flatbread. You would let me free when I bought it. Holding on my right hand, baby, in my right hand, always doing what I taught her. I get it from the chief, yeah, wave paper leaf. I'm a straight pad, walking out of follow. No, they know it ain't a bozo, never rockin' bobos. Y'all on my mind and my collar. I was all alone till I found them laws, and I got a big bro and a father. I'm stepping on Babel like FIFA from everybody know I'm tan on them altars. I'm rolling with a fire, I don't need no gun. Master send a couple leaders if I'm calling. I'm head over here for the truth. I had to go upstairs in the booth. Be rude, I hard in the soap. Vessel made for a pair, it's a coat. I walk a straight line on you. If they getting out of line, I rebuke. Drop flavor in the water, this is soap. If you who would drop it off from a scope. Got you who on my mind, all I think is so. Cash, statues, and commandments, that's my bankroll. Spend it wise, top of the line, this, that, or there. When all in my body and blue in my mind, it got me up there. Got you who on my mind, all I think so. Cash, statues, and commandments, that's my bankroll. Spend it wise, top of the line, this, that, or there. When all in my body and blue in my mind, it got me up there. Got you who on my mind, all I think so. Cash, statues, and commandments, that's my bankroll. Spend it wise, top of the line, this, that, or there. When all in my body and blue in my mind, it got me up there. Got you who on my mind, all I think so. Cash, statues, and commandments, that's my bankroll. Spend it wise, top of the line, this, that, or there. When all in my body and blue in my mind, it got me up there.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish. And I'm your co-host, Script Flare. Woo! A 613 split it ash. All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH. And I'm your host. It's your favorite op, beloved YAHUAH.
It's your favorite art.
Ah, man.
Right here.
Man, we have to man, shout out the young. Hey man, shout out to the young guy with the tripod, man. You know who always put it down, man. YV Slim, man.
YV.
That's the shooter, man. We shoot for the views. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
I know you watching. Everybody done seen a YV Slim already. All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
So, man, shout out to the whole Urban Servants. Urban Service Official.
Urban Service
Hey,
Official.
man. Hey.
Shout
and
out.
all the family, man. Yeah. YAHUAH and Yahoo Shot Company, man.
Shout out.
Shout out,
man.
Hey, so we definitely put it out, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We definitely give all the esteem to YAHUAH for, definitely giving us what we need.
All the
You know what I'm saying? Giving us what we need. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think, like, if you think that we read, man, we stole ours in heaven. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard working. People get it misconstrued because they be like, even with the enemy, which is what you're thinking, because you being a brother to your brother, when you tell them, hey man, you shouldn't go work for bro. You should actually work for yourself, build it up for your family so your son can grow up and work on your business and be a owner and not no buyer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He should be a lender, able to give jobs to his peers and others that he know and his family, and be a blessing to people that he around.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what we saying. It should be generational wealth that pass on and on and on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
Old stole. It shouldn't be the other way around, where we're the servants going to earn them the money so that they can actually give their children the business. You know what I'm saying? Now it's voluntarily that people go do this, but you saying that, hey, say no and don't do it. I bet you they gonna come try to, you better, because people get to saying that so-called Negroes are the laziest, but then they say these folk never sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how they the laziest? You got to make up your mind. See, we always busy doing something. It's just what we doing.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some people,
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. Some people will go flip burgers at Checkers. Some people get out there with them them things and act up. You know what I'm saying? All day long.
All night.
It don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they can't say they lazy because y'all always locking them up. Y'all don't lock nobody up in the bed.
Facts.
So if the police department y'all got a job, if you still got your job, the prison's still overpacked, How they lazy?
Somebody working.
You chasing somebody. You know, nobody ain't making up no names. See, that's what the enemy likes to do. He likes to throw these bywords on you to make people who don't come down to your community think a certain way about you before they actually meet you. People, these people always aggressive. Well, think about it. If you barely had something to eat, you got your last $2 in your pocket, the bus is $2.50. You already got to ask somebody for the 50 cents, right? Mm-hmm. And you hungry. And you ain't got nothing at the house. And McDonald's don't got a dollar menu no more. Do you need some tax and everything?
Fast.
You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you got this person who just came from busting his chops. It was his first day. He know he got to get his check and he got to put his 2 weeks in the hole and then he get his check.
Fast.
And then you saying that he got to be delighted.
Coming to work hungry for 2 weeks.
Coming to work hungry for 2 weeks.
Sheesh.
He got to feel delighted. Oh, they just a great. Well, folk, you look at the conditions, not complaining was just like Pharaoh. Man, take the wheat, tell them to go ahead and provide the hay and, you know what I'm saying, their provender. Meaning go to work and take care of your bills. So we going to keep them oppressed. Mm-hmm. We going to give them nothing. They going to have to work their way out. You're going to have to put gas in your car. You're going to have to pay your car note and your insurance to get to this place that barely give you enough to handle all these things. That's oppression. That's your enemy. I cannot put you in position to work like that, because guess what you would say to me? My own sister look me in my face and say, you pimping.
Oh, that's a fact.
You pimping.
They love to say that. Mm-hmm.
But as we just stated, that's pimping.
That's pimping.
That's pimping.
Fast. Now that's pimping.
Now that's the enemy. And then we'll talk bad, talking about yo, they're lazy, and do that because they're not the ones in position. So literally they trying to make you look bad because you ain't coming to work for him too. Get a job. Facts. Facts. I'm about to.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to. Because it ain't no go work for him or go work for them. It's not that. And it's not. You see, when a person said, that's being racist. Because I don't want to go work for them.
Nah.
Our people need something. We need opportunity jobs, schools, hospitals. We need a little time to develop ourselves and get familiar with our culture and love on each other too.
Clean spots.
Yeah, we need to be set apart too. See, only an enemy would try to keep you away from doing that.
Right.
How you set something up in the world where you let a man get so free in his liberty to think it's normal to lay down with each other? And you got it so normal out here, right? That when you tell somebody something that's morally sound, they get mad.
Facts.
You be like, bro, she has a womb. You don't. Automatically, I know you did shapes in school. See, that's why they had to do. See, when they start skipping that in elementary and Head Start and stuff,
it was over with.
Yeah, when you couldn't do the shapes and matching stuff like that, put them in the. Mm-hmm. Now you start seeing people trying to fit stuff everywhere.
Bully.
They trying to fit stuff everywhere. And call it right.
Yes,
and call it right. Mm-hmm. Because somebody else said you have the right to. Who is he?
Oof.
Who is he?
He just made some metropolis, right?
Oof.
That you chose to live in, like Nimrod, like Pharaoh, them had their golden cities. Mm-hmm. Everybody from all over the world came to seek their delicacies and their party life and everything that they were doing because it was so free. Man. Old girl in that turban just wanted to bust up out of her job and everything. And come in now. You know, come. So she come to America.
That's true,
You know what I'm saying?
Coming to
That's
America.
true.
Yeah.
That's why they go over there like, oh, look like y'all need some liberation.
That's right.
Sheesh.
Go past that, and them folks looking at this like,
This
y'all.
is right.
Sheesh.
This what now y'all looking at Babylon at its best.
Right.
And see, people would say, Babylon, that wasn't no physical play. Okay. If it wasn't, and then it's telling you that this place will also give you the same feel of it, why are they so familiar? Why are they so familiar and so similar when you read about them, when you see them? The same thing that are constructed. Why buildings not built left to right versus straight up?
Right.
Why Christmas trees and all this stuff is still implemented in the earth? Why we still do birthdays? Why all this stuff then if Babylon don't exist? Those are all Babylonian customs.
Mm-hmm.
They all started in Babel. So if this not Babylon, let's just stop doing Babylon then. Facts. All of it has been masqueraded to something else. You know what I'm saying? Saturnalia, winter solstice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they think Christmas. But they got all type of names for it.
Facts.
It just kept switching after the devil burned that out. He got to do something else with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you go look back up, the first Santa Claus was a leprechaun. Those are facts. That developed with those Scottish.
Facts.
The Scots.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What you see today, and actually Scot means black.
Right.
Now you got people who just put on your uniform, put on your name, and did all that. Europe used to be Europa, a Canaanite princess. No, this Renaissance we have seen was a rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
Was a rebirth. None of those pictures that we see are real. It said that they seek to paint and do their things because they're so early in the world. They have no history.
Facts.
You ask them where he started. You know what he gonna tell you? You know what he gonna tell you.
Tell that boy.
Yeah, we don't have to tell him that.
Yeah.
See, the scriptures actually tell us we didn't come from that.
Mm-hmm.
We sure didn't come from a forest. We definitely didn't come from a cleft of a rock.
Mm-mm.
We came from our father's loins,
Facts.
from a land who serves a great mighty power. They have a wonderful set of laws, statutes, and commandments that we should abide by. And if we have, and if we do now still abide by these things, we'll be called a wise and understanding nation.
Facts.
With a Most High so close and dear to them.
Sheesh.
That's what we will be called. But if we did deny it, we will be called everything under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
But who we are. Those people looked to seek it and they did it. You could go, I got this, I'm gonna pull up this sheet, man, and just on one of these things and pull up all the different languages, what they call us in their languages.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For black.
Sheesh.
Yeah. They got a specific name in all of these languages that distinguish us from all color people on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This public record, man, these folks definitely putting it right in our face. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not, and see, we so caught up in look and doing all that so that we lose focus.
Facts.
See, that was part of the enemy. That's what Nimrod knew. Let me just mix everything up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then you wouldn't know who to serve. So the generic name that they came up with, the universal name, would be God.
Right.
But if you read it from right to left,
like it's supposed to be read.
that's right.
Bullet. Sheesh.
A dog.
Bird.
My dog.
That's right. Because that's who gave you that name.
Facts.
He couldn't say the name and get him power. He mad because he can't use it and it bring him power. I'm going to get him some other name, man. It don't activate for him.
Mm-hmm.
It activate for you.
Facts.
Because when you call, he like, who is that? I know that ain't one of them. It's a different vibration of you. The way we speak, the way we do everything is different. It's different. Even the way we sing, the way we do everything, bro, it's a different. You know, when a brother of color speaks, people know, oh, that must be a man of color.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody not so colorful speak, people say, man, that's a person that's not so colorful speaking.
Facts.
Why are you speaking not so colorful?
Exactly.
That's right. People hit you with that.
Yeah.
They give you that.
That's true.
So when you, meaning that you have been, he is the standard. You feel what I'm saying? So when you talk now, you ghetto.
Right.
Whoa, that's your natural cadence.
Yeah, they call it broken English. That's broken English.
Right. Facts, because we supposed to be speaking Hebrew. Of course it's supposed to be broken English.
Facts.
I ain't even supposed to be speaking this anyway.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Get it up. Get it up.
Bullet.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to be talking this anyway. We mess up everything we do if it ain't ours. We just turn yours out. You know what I'm saying? You
turn it the way we want it.
You can imagine them boys on there with the potato bag on the plantation.
Yeah.
Somebody pop out with them thing, and there goes somebody hating too. Man, he shouldn't be wearing them potato bags like that, man. Stole all the amounts of potato bags.
And cut the arms out of it.
And then he come wear the same outfit right when he gets you hung for it.
Sheesh.
That ain't even your enemy. Cause he couldn't even tell you on himself. He couldn't do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
He had to go shake somebody over. Come here, man. Which lets you know it's somebody else higher than him. Feel what I'm saying? And the enemy had placed it right there. So that your woman can call the cops on you. You can just be talking.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get the cops called on you. And escort you out of these pile of sticks.
Sheesh.
But your enemy have put you in a box.
That's a fact.
You better wake up.
Wake up. You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
Yeah. Burn them all, miss. Brothers. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. Tired all the fake brews with the fake news. It's your favorite app. Yeah, it comes. I can't take it no more. Time to take the scriptures on tour. They confusing words of peace with words of war. They got an itch but never bring it to the floor. That's them fake brews. Look at all them fake brews. Yeah, that's them fake brews. Look at all them fake brews. Oh, I ain't come here for the lecture, but I brought a little pressure. For the sick we go to measure. Keep a witness, paramedics with a stretcher. Pull up on the scene with the director. Proof is in the fruit, they hate the nectar. The wicked never find them in our sector. I'm really not the light, just a reflector. YAHUAH, my provider and protector. The one who taught me how to hold a shelter. Babylon is a harlot, nothing special. Call Thomas' voice, wish I never met her. Forgive me, Father, as I forgive all my debtors. If they cook and call the Torah food inspector. I only see the world from your perspective. I always check the scene like a detective. In the broker heaven, man, I had my breakfast. And a loud snack, I'm eating all that, yeah. Hit the bank account, never draw back, yeah. That forever, ever, what we call that, yeah. Depending on YAHUAH, the rewarder. It ain't no cutbacks, earn it, that's daddy got it. Never doubt that, always trust that I'm bout it. YAHUAH blessed that, couldn't do a thing without him. I can't take it no more. Time to take the scriptures on tour. They confusing words of peace with words of war. They got an itch but never bring it to the floor. That's them fake bros. Look at all them fake bros. Yeah, that's them fake bros. Look at all them fake bros.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
And I'm your host. It's your favorite out, beloved YAHUAH.
It's your favorite out. And I'm your co-host, Script Flood. Woo! A 613 splitterash. All esteem to you.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH. And we gonna just leave with some encouraging words. Anybody that's an enemy against the Most High, that should be an enemy to you.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna be things that's contrary to the law, and that's what makes people enemy to YAHUAH. Now, your brother and your sister may have became enemies through their disobedience, but they can be made back. Brother, sister, friend, mother, father, you know what I'm saying? All these things once we are reconciled back with obedience. So with our people, they are also deceived by this same serpent that we're all bit by.
Right.
So we all are sharing the same poison. Now the only way to be healed from these things is literally to accept this injection. You know what I'm saying? Or this word.
Right.
This good news. Because the good news is there is a way up out of this situation, out of the hands of your enemy. That's what salvation means, safety from your enemies. So if me and you going to the same place and I was your enemy, why would we be going to the same place if salvation is safety from your enemies? Okay, so the safety from the enemies it's talking about is in the midst of all of these nations that we have been put into and scattered amongst, scattered from each other because we were disobedient.
Right.
So we should try to reconcile our differences and try to give YAHUAH something to work with. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate everybody for stopping by.
Yeah.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.